Well, good morning. I got this email after getting up this morning. It's holiday, so it's always good. About a new update to Dungeon Alchemist, and I haven't been following it, so I wasn't expecting it. But I've got a bit of time, and I thought I'd look at it. And Dungeon Alchemist always seems to be popular with the punters. Yeah, you're just as curious as I'm sure. So, what have we got here? I'm going to go through the announcement first, and then I'm going to have a play. I have not looked at this in the program at all. So we've got jungle theme. That could be interesting. Looking forward to that. We also have object brushes. So you can select hopefully more than one item now and just brush it on. So it says here different pots or different plants, and that's something I definitely was looking for. Something that Dungeon Fork is doing with their Project Deus as well. We have stackable platforms, so you can sort of start to make towers and a bit of verticality in your map. So that should be quite good. Was sort of possible previously, but it was really messy. I was trying it out in one of the videos recently. And these things will also have light blocking and line of sight when you import it into Foundry, for example. Free object placement and light customization. Right, let's have a look. You can turn off collisions for objects, so you can place them freely wherever you want, so you can stick things into walls. Okay. So you've got two of these merged figures here. I guess that's what it is. Weirdly colored lights. Time to get freaky. All right. You can change terrain on the fly. Oh, yeah. Well, we have done that in the past. It was a bit tricky. Expand maps freely. There was a trick for that. And place rooms on mountaintops. That's something we couldn't do before, because whenever you place something, it would actually drop it down to the base level. So, you can generate terrain on the fly, regenerate it, okay. And you can expand by tracking the corners of the maps. Okay, feature theme object suggestions. If you want to go to upvote, you can do that. I have my stuff, so I don't need to worry about that. So, ready to dive in and have a look? So these, yeah. I mean, great to have patch notes, but I've got a 4K screen here, and yeah, you do need magnifying glasses, and as far as I can tell, you can't zoom into on these at all. So these are the release notes. Great. So here we go. Let's make a new map. File, and I want to use the jungles, of course. New map. Digital, we start with small map. That's fine. Jungle, there it is. Jungle. Elevations. Have we got something new here? No, I think that's the same. So let's go for hills. Aha, vegetation, dense growth. I wish there was another level. Like, no vegetation, dense, and something less dense, maybe. We'll have a river run through it. And room placements. Ah, here you go. Here you can say where you want them. On a plateau, on mountaintops, or at water level. Plateau. Let's try that out. No idea what that is. Create. So we have our little map here. We even have sound effect. Don't think that comes from my music, the chirping. Can you hear it in the background? Probably not. Alright, and I want to try out the ruins now. So, where have we got an abandoned ruins tile set? So we have a chapel, a hovel, a mansion, a spider lair or temple. Well, jungle, you really have to have a temple, right? Can I expand the map now? They said I couldn't. Yeah, look, I've got little toggles here. So, and then what happens? Ah, there we go. Little delay, and then, oh, that's much handier than I used with my trick before. I had to place a room which I dragged off the side of the map, and that would create an extension. Right, so now I want to have my temple. Let's put it here in the corner. Like that. Whoop. Okay, one room, of course. Right. Yeah, we've got some fawn pillars. Now, one thing, it's a bit annoying, and call me pernickety, but there is a fallen pillar here and a fallen pillar there, but all of the others are still standing. So there's no incomplete pattern for pillars. So where did the falling pillars come from? But we can modify that a bit. Let's try another one. Just regenerate it. Okay, yeah. That looks okay. Where does that block come from? Let's go to objects and see whether I can remove some of this stuff. And I don't think the door is in a good place there. Yeah, back there. Let's move that. So you still can't go to floor level, which is something I would love to be able to do. That temple is wonky. See that? Okay, but you know what it's like. You can always adjust stuff on the fly. This is something I wish I had because I already made the map, but there's a fight in a crypt in a game that I'm currently playing. Might be next session, might be the one after. This sort of asset is exactly what I should have used for that. Okay, good. What have we got here? What else can we do? We can do a hovel. We can do a mansion, spider lair. Let's do spider lair over here. Round rooms would be cool, but I don't think we can make them yet. There seems to be a set of people who modify the DAM files, or the save files for this, to make up things you couldn't normally make up. So, okay, that looks pretty cool. Just a bit too much, I think, in the way of spiderwebs. Why is there randomly a tomb? Why not? By the stairs, yeah, that's a bit odd. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Not bad. So, next room. Of course, this is not going to be a real room. This is just playing with the assets. And let's have a hovel. Pull that off the map. What does an abandoned hovel look like? Alright. Yeah, we've got these ruined walls. I like them. Yeah. The cracked floors, broken furniture. The stairwell looks a bit odd in my place. Let's move that. With a cupboard under the stairs as well. I want to rotate and there's stuff in the way. Oh, what's in the way now? The ladder. I don't want to fiddle too much. But it's hard if there's pre-existing stuff getting in the way. And okay, why not have the stairs there? The cupboard under the stairs. Yeah. What? Can I move these balls? Oh. Card runs out. 1 second. He's got a cat flap, but he doesn't use it. Yeah, so that's the next bit. And what else have we got? We have used chapel we haven't used, and a mansion we haven't used, and random. Okay, I'm asking a bit more now because I'm asking them to do terrain and a huge big room. Yeah, good. Now the placement is really odd. Everybody facing the wall. That looks quite pretty. The assets are pretty cool. Yeah, there's something about the AI that doesn't quite... I was going to say hold water because I saw the font there, but it's holding water. It's just the algorithm, how it places stuff, is a bit odd. But you can always do manual stuff. Oh, I like these. Of course, the top half doesn't fit the bottom half, but who's picky? And then we've got, yeah, I like those assets. They're good. They're cool. Also like that the plants are now coming into here. Yeah, good. And again, the sort of door placement. I know it's hard to program, but maybe have a preference for the algorithm to put doors facing the rest of the room rather than facing the edge of the map. Okay, just playing as I said. So, what else do we have? We have not done the ruined mansion yet. What happens if we do two? How different are they? These ruined rooms. It's definitely chugging a bit more than it used to with these assets. It's a bit slower. Performance is still pretty good, but my computer's alright. So you can see also that these are now slightly raised. Yeah, can you see that here? There's a lower bit, and then the building is on the higher bit. So that's the sitting, I guess that was called plateau. And that's the same here. So everything is raised off the floor a little bit. So let's go back to the mansion. Why does it keep jumping back? So how different are these? Yeah, they're different sort of assets here. Tipped over bathtub, right next to decapitated statue. I quite like that look. That bathtub is quite cool. That metal. What does it look like on the other side? Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, definitely the artist put some work into that one. Wisps of spider nets, that's quite nice. What have we got there? Broken windows, broken frames. Oh, I like that. There's a hint of a cellar room down there. No, you can't get to it. But that's cool, I like that. The cracked mirrors were there. Oh, the mirrors were there before. And what I really like about the mirrors is if you put an object in front of it. Certainly on the other mirrors I've done, it actually does reflect. It reflects the walls. So can you see the floor? Yeah, so it does that. And the walls. And a little bit of the object here. There's the table. I know nobody will look at that in the end, but I think it's pretty cool. Right, so that's that bit. We have brush on terrain. Right, so can I, with brush on assets, deselect the mirror, I was just spinning. Let's make a bit of room here. That's something I would really like to see, sort of an axe or something that you basically can clear objects in the space. A rubber, an object eraser. So a bit of room cleared. That big rock. Let's see. How does this work? These are objects and these are brushes. So if I now say jungle foliage, yeah, it puts different types of assets down. I can just brush it up again. Okay. What if I brush treasure? Brush size, a bit smaller, density up a bit. Yeah, okay, that's a lot of treasure. But that's really on, there's money and reminds me of that scene in Harry Potter. Helga Hufflepuff's chalice. Yeah, okay, that's a bit much treasure. What's this? Cobwebs. Right. Oh yeah, I like that. That's good. Yeah, this is definitely a good addition. Broken pottery. Okay. Bones. Density a bit lower. Yeah, that's definitely faster than... Oh, look, we've got erase objects down here. That's exactly what I was looking for. Ah, brilliant. Exactly what I was looking for. Excellent. Like that. Now we can scatter some ruin. Oh, this is so much easier, because previously you had to place every single stone by itself. This is much nicer. Broken pot, hooray! Couple of rocks in between. Yeah, cool. These are really good additions. They make it so much easier. Have we got jungle trees? Sometimes it's really hard to see what you're actually selecting. Broadleaf summer trees, broadleaf evergreen, autumn, rocks, mushrooms, jungle flowers. Yeah, good. This is what I was looking for. This sort of varied brush for objects. Definitely makes a difference. But why can't I put palm trees here? Yeah, so we've got... Oh, there's jungle trees. There we go. Yeah. And of course, as ever, you can export all this stuff to Foundry, to Roll20, to Fantasy Grounds, or to the Universal Battle map format, and you can then actually get the imported with lights and walls into your game. Or you can, what I like to do, you can take a sort of diorama screenshot, something like this, for a mood piece. This is not very moody, it's far too full for that. But maybe if you had something like this over here, with a bit of animation, a bit of light. There were stackable assets. Let's have a look. Where were they? Oh, a bit more explanation here about how walls work. That's good. So, stackable objects. Where do we think they are? Smooth, clear. Clear terrain. That's new as well. Change terrain type. So you can regenerate this. Shall I? And say that this is instead forest. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Might crash now. It's definitely thinking about it. I've got the little window spinner. Ah, there you go. It did it. So did it keep everything else? Yeah. That's quite cool. But it regenerated. I didn't have as many trees. It's regenerated the assets, so it didn't just replace jungle with evergreen trees. Didn't touch the buildings. So we still have the jungle foliage inside the building, or the jungle plants. But outside here they have ferns. Okay. Yeah, looking pretty sweet now. I wanted to see the stackable assets. Where are they? They had sort of big pillars. New objects. Oh, there we go. So we have barren growth. So the stuff that, I guess, grows on the walls inside a barren. And these are the stackable things. So let's see. Stack. 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 How high can we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 6 was the limit I got to previously. 6. interesting shape, I guess. 6 is the highest though. You can twist it with it depending whether you want a sharp corner or whether you want a round corner. Okay. We can make a sort of stack design. Because it shrinks everything that's on top of another asset proportionally with the bottom one. You can build this relatively easily. Oh, no, other way around. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty swift. Easy to do. Now can I put something on top now? Yeah, look at that. What would my players make of that? Or do with that? Let's not get too silly. Ah, no, I can't put it back on. Shouldn't have taken it off. Make it small. Put it on top. Make it big. Make players wonder. I like that. Broken bathtub we've got. Broken benches of different sorts. Quite a few. We've got a broken bridge. Bridges are always a bit tricky in this, I find, because they don't join up very well with the landscape. But yeah, we've got one. Or half a broken bridge. Ah, you can place them differently. They said you can have collisions off. Let's try that. Collisions off. That's not a landscape collision. So if I put that there, and take the terrain and raise it a little bit behind it. Will that shine up better? Smaller brush. It raises the bridge. It's a little bit better. Yeah, you can't sink them into the ground yet. Maybe that comes at some point. So that's collisions on and off. Other new objects? Chairs, beds, everything broken. Oh, pillars. Pillars. Pillars are good. Broken columns. Okay. Can I stack this one? No, I'll cut collisions off. No, it doesn't look like I can stack it on top. Everything broken. Broken fonts, broken ladders, broken mirrors on the outside of a building. It's always good for question. How did that get there? Planks, pottery, rope bridges, stairs, down. Mysterious. Wax. Yeah, this is really going to expand what you can do as a scene. Sensors, cobwebs, cow skull. Can I put it? Collisions off. Ah, you can't put it on top still. I was going to put the cow head on the shoulders. Lots of debris. We have drains. Drains. Okay, that's new. Mm-hmm. String. Yeah. Lots of different stuff. Hip bone. I guess you need that for the skeletons. A notice board. Why not? Why don't you come into our little spider web? Here we go. Or freestanding notice board. So that's your quest board. Sorted. Overgrown roots. So collisions are on. If I put the collisions off, then I can place them more easily. Yeah, cool. Duplicate that and put it up here and make it smaller. That's strange because it actually sinks into the wall. Oh well. Painting of a lady. No, doesn't matter. Right, so I hope that little play gave you something to go by. I think it's a really cool addition from what I've just played here, a little bit. And I think it's going to be quite fun to build maps with this. So let's have a look at the overall map. I can't zoom out any further. Okay. Might have made this slightly too big. Why can't I zoom out any further? Ah, here. There we can. Bum, bum. So what's your favorite room? Is it the spiderweb? Is it the mansion, the ruined mansion? Is it the chapel assets? Or the temple? I think for me it's the temple. Yeah, I think so. Said I can freely do it. How do you get rid of control? Snap to grid. Ah, yeah, there. So I can now do stuff off grid. That's also useful. Yeah, love it. You never quite know what to do when you kick. No, sorry, when you back a Kickstarter, not kick a Backstarter. You never quite know what you're going to get. But I'm very happy with this one, and I can't wait. What should also be coming out very soon this week, I think, is Chronos Builder. I hope you have a raft here. Platforms, round wall. Oh, we finally have round walls, and they didn't tell me. Ah, doesn't quite line up height-wise. Can I stack those? Collisions on. No, they don't go on top. But these platforms, I think I can stack those. Let's find a corner. I was just going to finish, but now I'm excited about these platforms. Yeah, there we go. We can stack these. And that makes, like, for dramatic gates or something. And dramatic shadows, of course. Cool. Did I miss anything else that they've hidden from me? Row and columns. Ah, need to zoom out a bit again. This was all possible before, but a bit fiddly, so it's definitely easier now. Stone platforms, they really have, I think it says something like 470 or so new assets. Collisions off. Come on, up here, up here. Hop. Jump up. Like it. Yeah, as I said, I'm messing about. Oh, we've got spider victims. Cocoons, alien eggs, stone blocks. Yeah, these are all stackable, I think. Ah, you can manually build your bridges. Good. And we have a couple more styles, different styles of stone again. A wagon even. Doesn't really fit. Water lilies. That's another thing that actually was really missing before. Maybe they were there. But water lilies I really needed for my mill pond, and I didn't have any. Broken stone stairs. Anyway, so this was, how long is this? Half an hour. I hope you enjoyed this, or you're going to enjoy it when you watch it. What do you think? Is this going to be a good update? Does it get you a bit closer? No. I'm really looking forward to some other biomes, like desert would be really cool. But jungle will help. And maybe some more modern assets, that would be cool as well. But I'm sure the guys are working on it. It just will take a little while to do so, to get there. So, lots of different features. Go check it out, play with it. My first impression is this is great. So I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.